Toby the Tram Engine. Toby the Tram Engine has had a varied life. When he was first built, he was sent to work at the harbor with several of his brothers before being moved to work on his own line, which served several farms, factories, and villages before connecting with the main line. However, as time went on, Toby's workload was eaten away by the roads. Buses took his passengers, and lorries took his goods traffic, and his trains ran nearly empty. But one day, a stout gentleman and his family who were holidaying in the area happened upon the tramway and took a shine to Toby. After the stout gentleman's granddaughter, Bridget, offended Toby by asking if he was electric. For 2 weeks, they became regular passengers until their holiday came to an end. As the months passed, Toby's tramway carried less passengers and fewer goods trains. Eventually, it was decided that the tramway would have to close down, and after a final farewell celebration for people who lived along the line, he was trucked away in his shed thinking no one wanted him. But what Toby didn't realize was that the stout gentleman was actually our very own Fat Controller, and he would soon need Toby's help. When an overzealous policeman was appointed to work near the branch line, he was quick to remind Thomas that running on the quarry tramway without cowcatchers was against the law. All seemed lost, and then the Fat Controller remembered Toby and his difficulties. He quickly organized for Toby to come to Sodor to help Thomas run the branch line. At first, Thomas was jealous of how well Toby made the trucks behave, but he was so pleased when Toby rang his bell and frightened the policeman. They had been firm friends ever since. However, not everyone was accepting of the newcomer, and he always had a particularly difficult relationship with James. When he first arrived on the island, James called him and Henrietta dirty objects, but Toby had the last laugh when James ran into some tar wagons, and when Toby ran out of water on the main line, whilst puffing to the works for overhaul, James had to push Toby to the works as well as pull the express. When the two arrived together, the waiting passengers assumed that James couldn't manage and that Toby had to help him. That didn't please James one bit. No surprise. Despite this, Toby has always proven his worth on the branch line and been a mentor to many of the new recruits brought in to help run the line, such as Daisy and Mavis. The Fat Controller has praised him on many an occasion, saying that what Toby doesn't know about branch line running isn't worth knowing. Our Toby is an experienced engine. True that. Toby's resourcefulness has been well known over the years. When he derailed on the quarry tramway and ended up on the road, his driver reversed him back along the ruts of his wheels. The ruts his wheels had made, after which he was not able to make his way up the quarry once again. Over the years, Toby has been shown he can be very kind-hearted and brave as well. He helped Trevor and Terence to replant the trees in Henry's forest, was brave enough to go up the old branch line to help a vet reach Farmer McColl's lambs, helped bring Bertram, the old warrior, back into service, as well as help a miller put his windmill back to work with help the wood from a fallen tree. That's my tram.